Hi guys, Steve from Finishers Classics. This week I've got a little bit of a mixed bag again. I got a lot of exhibit baseball cards to show you. 1947 to 1966, I think they ran. So I've got some of those to show. And I got a couple cards that came in at the end of last week. Just three hockey cards I ordered. Say 1969-70 tops. Jean Rattel from New York Rangers. Nice looking cards. If you're not familiar with the 69-70, whether it be O-Pee-Chee or Tops, they're all nice looking cards. Of course, I love baseball and hockey cards the most. I collect, as you know, I collect them all, but those are my two favorites. Next, the same thing, in 1969-70, Dennis Hull, Chicago Blackhawks. Look at those eyes. He's looking. Something caught his attention looking way off to the side, as you can see. All right, and then the last one, this one is a 68-69. It's an O-Pee-Chee, and it's card number 15 of Pat Stapleton, Chicago Blackhawks. I got these all real cheap off of eBay. I mean, this one's got a lot of looks like crayon or something like crayon marks right there. I don't care. I mean, I love the cards. A lot of people will pass on those because of that. If it's if I have the choice of say a Mickey Mantle or something like that in my price range, it has that on the back, I get it. But I mean, if I could get one without it, obviously I take the one without it. But it's not a major hindrance where I wouldn't buy a card unless it's really bad. If it's where you can't read anything or paper loss or on the front, I can't stand the front. Like some people should draw a mustache on them or something. I won't buy those, but if it's got a little marking on the back, that doesn't bother me at all. All right, so those are the three recent hockey pickups. I got my box here. These are all the exhibit baseball cards. Quite a few in here. Put that over there. So actually, I got the first one is not an exhibit card. It's a 1936 National Circle. Rube Wahlberg. Backs of these are blank. Let me see. There's the front of it. Nice cards. All the ones I'm going to show you right now are all black and white. As you know, the exhibit cards are black and white. All right, let's find a place where I can put these now. Right here, I guess. I'll go relatively fast because there's a large number of them, but not so fast you can't really see them. So, all right, here's the first one, Ted Williams. The great Ted Williams. Hall of Famer, great Red Sox player, one of the all-time greatest hitters. Of course, if Ted was alive, he'd say he is the greatest hitter of all time. And he's right there. Can't argue that with him. Splendid Splinter. Like I said, the backs are blank. All right. Next up, you got Hank Aaron, Henry Aaron. I love these exhibit cards. There's a few hundred of them. If you go into the Beckett Vintage Baseball Almanac book, they're all cataloged because there's no numbers on them. They're alphabetically, but there's quite a few really nice ones. All right, here's Dixie Walker, another solid ball player. Oops, I'm hitting those pens again. Next up, you got Bob Elliott. You can buy these $4, $5, $6 each. The bigger names, a little bit more money. Obviously, like Williams and Jackie Robinson, some of them, Mickey Mantle. Next is Joe Gordon, Cleveland Indians. Even though they're black and white, I just love the photos, the images on there. Used to be in arcade machines. A lot of these I got from my uncle. My uncle gave me those and some other cards. And I remember him telling me the story that being from Massachusetts, when they'd go to the Cape Cod or whatever, or up in New Hampshire in Hampton Beach, there'd be you put the penny in, believe it or not, a penny, and you'd get, I think 3 of them would come out. But Yeah, so I get a lot of them from him, and I've added some on over the years. Like next is Andy Pafko. But they're a nice way to get some, relatively well-priced vintage cards. So, uh, Phil Caravetta. We got Johnny Mize, big Johnny Mize. St. Louis Cardinals. Next up, Lou Boudreau, Hall of Famer. Actually, Johnny Mize is too. I should have said that one. Who do we got next up? Got a few boxing ones. I'll save those for the end. Right there. All right, Joe Adcock. Grab some more over here. Let's see. We got Alvin Dark. And Ted Kluszewski. Big power hitter. Pittsburgh Pirates. Cut off sleeves, as you can see. Ralph Branca. The guy that threw the pitch that Bobby Thompson hit with a home run of the Giants when the Giants won the pennant. You know that. I'm sure you've seen the video of that a million times, but is Ralph Branca. I actually have their autographs. In fact, hold on one second. I'll show you. Sorry about that. I've got Ralph Branca and Bobby Thompson signed. Yeah, you can see there. The shot heard around the world. I think he makes mention of that on here. Yeah, it does. But like I said, the Branca and Bobby Thompson. Put that over there. All right, next is Larry Doby. First black ball player in the American League. Same year as Jackie Robinson, just a little bit long, a couple months later, or a month later, whatever it was, with the Cleveland Indians. All right, then we got Walter Evers. We got Emil Bourbon, probably saying that name wrong. Most of the time I know how to say, I know their names and stuff. Some of them I'll come across, I'm not sure on. This is one of them. Here's the great Jackie Robinson. It's got a crease going across it. But I mean, how can you go wrong for a Jackie Robinson card like that? Oops. We got Luke Appling, another Hall of Famer. George Kell, Hall of Famer. Detroit Tigers. Orlando Cepeda, another Hall of Famer. San Francisco Giants. Phil Rizzuto, Yankees Hall of Fame shortstop. The Scooter. I got something. I got a few things signed by him. What do we got here? We got Robin Roberts, Hall of Fame pitcher from the Phillies. Oops. Eddie Matthews, great Braves Hall of Fame third baseman. Teammate of Hank Aaron, hit a lot of home runs between the two of them. Then you got Harmon Killebrew, Hall of Famer. Washington Senators, Minnesota Twins, later on, end of his career, the Kansas City Royals. Al Kaline, Mr. Tiger. All these great Hall of Famers here. And like I said, you can probably get Kaline for $25 or $30. Where are you going to find a card from, whether it be 47 or the early 50s, where are you going to find a card of Kaline like that, especially in that type of shape? Next is Nellie Fox, Hall of Famer, Chicago White Sox. Whitey Ford, chairman of the board, great Yankee pitcher. Guess I better step it up. I got a lot to go. Next is Pee Wee Reese, the Dodgers Hall of Fame shortstop. Harold Pee Wee Reese. And we get Richie Ashburn from the Phillies. Part of the Whiz Kids, Hall of Famer. Ralph Kiner, Pittsburgh Pirates, Hall of Fame ball player also. Enos Slaughter, Enos Country Slaughter. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times. Once in North Carolina and once in Texas. All right. One of these. Box to fall. The great Stan the Man Musial. That's the National League's Ted Williams at the time. Guy could do everything with the Cardinals. Great ball player. Warren Spahn. All-time winningest left-handed pitcher. 363 lifetime wins. There he is, depicted with the Boston Braves, the B on his hat. Bobby Doerr, from the hometown Red Sox, Hall of Famer. And we got Johnny Pesky, hometown Red Sox also. Pesky's Pole. If you've been to Fenway Park, I don't know if you know anything about Fenway. Down the right field line, that's Pesky's Pole, the foul pole. You got Elston Howard, Yankee catcher. He took over when Yogi was done catching for the Yankees. Dale Mitchell, Cleveland Indians. It feels right to say Cleveland Indians. I know it's been the Guardians for a couple seasons now, and today I guess it's politically correct to say Guardians, not the Indians. But to me, they're always going to be the Cleveland Indians. Just I think of baseball in Cleveland. I think of the Indians. I don't think of Guardians, but I guess I got to get used to that. Next is Marty Marion, St. Louis Cardinals. Great player, great infielder. Ewell Blackwell, good pitcher. I love the poses too these guys had on these cards. Let's see, Frank Christine. By looking at this one, I'd say the ball got between his legs for a hit, but it looks like he's got it in his glove. So, interesting one. You got Hank Majeski. And we've got Eddie Mayo. Tigers, Detroit Tigers. Earl Torgelson. Getting into some tough names now. The next one too. That's Torgelson. Then you got Eddie Wakus. And then we got two Wakuses here. Yep. Well, that's good to know. Then we got Gene Bearden, Cleveland Indians. Walker Cooper. Let's see. Then we got Tommy Heinrich, New York Yankees. Barney McCaskey. I've got two of these, but these two I have for a reason. Let me do this. One of them is, I think it's McCaskey. Yeah, one's McCaskey and the other one's McCoskey. This is McCoskey. Same card, but the name is spelled. McCaskey's on the my left, right here. So knew there was a reason I had two of that one. Next we got Frank Malzone. This is a newer one. It says 62 because it's got the back stats in red. Frank Malzone, one of my favorite all-time players. Although I never saw him play, I enjoy collecting his stuff, his cards and everything. Bill Scarlin for the New York Yankees. Then we got Dave Philly. Next up, Vern Stevens. Told you there's a few of them. There's still a lot of them in there. Kirby Higby. I'm sorry about that. Like this one, see, here's some writing on the back of this one. Not a big deal. You know, where it says 62. Guess the person's telling me what year it was. All right, Charlie Keller. Outstanding player, too. Delinius Enos. And Hal Newhouser. Let's see, we'll finish up with about that many more. Bobby Thompson, like I told you, with Ralph Branca, he hit the shot heard around the world. Johnny Sane, you know, the Boston Braves had that saying, spawn and Sane and pray for rain, because you had Warren Spahn and this guy, Johnny Sane. Those were the two pitchers. I mean, they had others, but after that, it was a big drop off. So your best chance to win was when Johnny Sane or Warren Spahn were pitching. Whitey Herzog, probably better known as a manager of the Cardinals, but he also obviously played in the big leagues too. Gil McDonald, New York Yankees. Let's see, Johnny Logan. Then we get Ted Kluszewski, big power hitter too. Oh boy, Chico Carrasquillo. Carrasquillo, that's what it is, Chico Carrasquillo. Right. I'm sorry, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing these names. If anybody's watching this is related to them, whatever. Trying my best. Here's Minnie Minoso. Let's see. You got Swatoski, Carl Swatoski, catcher. Roy Sievers. We got Frankie Thomas. Oh boy, and here's another one. Gus Triandros. I'm going to have to look them up, some of these last names, the pronunciation of how to say it. Gus Darnell. Billy Goodman. Let's see, Bob Cerv. Bob Friend, Pirates pitcher. Don Larson pitched a perfect game in the World Series. You probably won't see that again, I wouldn't think. Herb Score, great Indians pitcher. Sal Magley, the barber. Lou Burdett, another one of the Braves' great pitchers. Couple boy. Dick Fowler. Then you got Del Crandall. And we got Lindy McDaniels, pitcher. Had a nice long career. Gene Woodland. Bill Burton. And we got Jim Hegan. And the last one, And it's actually, I had actually signed Jewel Blackwell. He actually signed it for me on there, as you can see. All right, throw these in here, and I one more thing I think to show you. Because the way I am, I'll knock them all over. There we go. Oh, I forgot the box. Terry Young. We've got Tony Poloni. I love these boxing ones too. Freddie Dawson. Ole Tanberg. I think he was a Swedish fighter. Gene Burton. And Jimmy Carter. All right, put these back in here. Get this out of the way. Like I said before, make a mess. Have something fall over or whatever. I'll show you guys. This is from 1997. Starting Lineups Cooper Sound Collection. I have a few of these, but this is Mickey Mantle. Here's the box. I'm sure a lot of you guys have these. And then here's the Mick inside. We'll knock everything over. Pretty neat. I mean, like I've done a show on Starting Lineups. I'm sure you guys have probably seen it a while back, where because I've got I don't know, 300 or 400 of them, probably 100 or so that are open. The rest are still sealed. I did a show on those one time. Maybe I'll bring them back out again. I hope everybody's been having a good, had a good weekend. Saying happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. I'm not Irish, but I do have some green on, in case you're wondering. I'm wearing my Celtics championship shirt, so there's my green. My wife is, I'm Portuguese, Italian, and French. She's Portuguese, Italian, and Irish. So we're almost the same, but she's got the Irish portion. So I wore some green. But I hope everybody is having a great St. Patrick's Day, had a great, safe weekend. The weather's been beautiful up here for us, in the 60s. So we're finally getting, hopefully, into some warm weather. Hopefully everything's nice where you are. Hope you have a great week. May God bless you and your families. And again, thank you so much for choosing my channel and watching it. And I'd be in great error if I didn't mention my buddy Caesar. Him and I are looking forward to our next show. I believe it's the March 30th, so last Sunday of the month in Seekonk, Mass. So if you guys live in Massachusetts or nearby, Rhode Island, whatever, it's at the, I have to look up the name of the hotel, the Ramada in Seekonk. It's the last Sunday of every month. So it's not a huge show. I don't know, 30 to 50 tables, but it's perfect for me. I don't do well in the large, like the nationals and stuff. I've never been to a national, but it is on my list maybe to go to before I kick the bucket. But I prefer, if I have my way, to go to the smaller shows, less crowded, and you get a better opportunity to look at the cards. So, but my buddy Caesar and I, he's a great collector also. He went with me last month, so we got a feel for the show now. Now we know the layout. But yeah, he's into the cards too. Like I said, and I mentioned him a lot. I'm going to try to get him to sit in on one of these shows that I have, and we can share thoughts and stuff. And if I could ever figure out how to do a live one, I mean, I see people all the time on YouTube with these live shows. I'll try doing one if I can figure out how to do it. But you're talking to somebody who's very limited. I have to have my wife help me with it, and she's at work when I make these. So, but again, I hope God blesses your family. Everybody's safe. Keep everybody safe and happy. And thank you again for watching. And I'll see you next week. Have a great week and take care. Thank you. Bye.